to try. Welcome in, grab a seat, hit the like and subscribe. The sweet peas on the mic with that spicy little vibe. Got the courtroom streaming in the chat, going wild. We're debating heavy topics, but still laughing like a child. From objections to confessions to the judge's side eye. If it's justice and it's messy, we gon' talk about why. Every day's a new case, every moment's a ride. And when sweet peas in the building, we be learning with pride. Minds on deck, keep the room running smooth. Film freak therapist, you know, keeping everyone in the groove. Like to with the facts, pretty brown girl with the sass. Moreldia and Fowler keep the peace in the chat. But Jason walks in and the ladies collapse. Chocolate, take it to trial, where the truth gets loud and the laughs run wild. Sweet peas got the spice, she's the queen of the aisle. Chat fan rolling deep, we've been here a while. Lights on, mics up, we gon' do this right. Take it to trial, every day, every night. Take it to trial. Morning shows are sharp, afternoon is on fire. And we catch every moment that the court might inspire. From witnesses whispering, the lawyers trying to hard. You know Sweet Pea breaks it down like a legal tarot card. Chats cracking jokes, dropping theories on the fly. We're serious when it counts, but we still testify. Minds hold it down when the trolls try to play. If you're out of line, court adjourned for the day. But when Jason logs in with that deep hello sound, the ladies in the chat, man, they all fall down. Take it, 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 take it to trial, where the truth gets loud and the laughs run wild. Sweet peas got the spice, she's the queen of the aisle. Chat fan rolling deep, we've been here a while. Lights on, mics up, we gon' do this right. Take it to trial, every day, every night. Take it to trial, trial. When the sun goes down and the cases get deep, after dark gets spicy, no secrets to keep. Taboo topics, big laugh, slap, happy crew. Sweet Pea says behave, but we never really do. It's opinions, confessions, stories untold, but we handle it with heart like the chat made of gold. Hey! Take it to trial, from day to night and every wild mile. Sweet Pea's nearly strong with her trademark style, and the fam in the chat always makes it worthwhile. Turn it up, show some love, hit the like on sight. Take it to trial, yeah, we live tonight. Take it to trial, yeah, we live tonight. Take it to trial.
Everyone be seated. By a show of hands, anybody do a snow angel this weekend? Thank you. Anybody else? Nothing? All right. You didn't play in the snow? All right. I know it's not a lot, but thank you for all coming back. I realize it was a longer weekend. We're going to get started. We'll have a decently long day today, but I appreciate everyone being here. With that being said, this is State of New Jersey versus Paul Caneiro. It's indictment number 1902-0283. Can I have the appearances of counsel for the record?
Good morning, Judge Chris Decker, Assistant Prosecutor for the State.
Good morning, Your Honor. Monica Mastalone on behalf of Mr. Paul Caneiro is present.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning, Andy Murray, also from Mr. Caneiro.
All right, good morning, everyone, and good morning, Mr. Caneiro. All right. I believe what we're going to be doing right now, this is mental telepathy that I think what the prosecutor is about to tell me, is that we're going to stop our witness, correct? We're going to take another witness at a turn. Sometimes we have to take witnesses at a turn for scheduling issues. We're going to get back to Detective Zerillo in a little while, but I just wanted you to know that we're going to take probably at least two witnesses at a turn, and then we'll come back to him. So we'll do that now. Prosecutor, call your next witness.
Thank you, Judge. The State calls Dr. Boris Volstein.
Okay. Morning, sir.
Good morning.
You can come right on up, come around here, just watch your step. Once you stand up by the witness stand there, there's a Bible there. If you could put your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. Once you get seated and you're comfortable, can you state your full name for the record and spell your last name, please?
My name is Boris Volstein, Boris Volshteyn.
All right. Thank you, sir. And what I'm just going to ask for you, just please make sure you keep your voice up because jurors number 15 and 16 in the back there, they need to be able to hear you. Okay, sir?
No problem.
Thank you. Prosecutor.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning, sir. Can you tell us what you do for a living?
I'm a plastic surgeon here in Monmouth County.
Okay. Now I want to take your attention back to November of 2018. Can you tell us where you were living at that point in time?
I lived at 2 Evergreen Lane in Colts Neck.
Okay. Now, I want to draw your attention specifically to around noon, November 20th, 2018. Do you remember approximately where you were?
Yes, I was on my way to Trenton, New Jersey to meet with the Department of Business Insurance.
Do you recall whether or not you received some sort of communication which kind of forced you to turn around?
Yes.
Can you, without telling us exactly what was said to you, can you just tell us the circumstances of that?
I was on my way to Trenton to meet with state officials, and as I was going on a Dutch lane right around the circle, I received a phone call from my landscaper concerned about smoke coming from my neighbor's house.
And did he specifically indicate, you don't have to tell us, but did he specifically indicate to you whether or which neighbor that was?
Yes.
Okay. Now, can you just describe your location in relation to that neighbor's house, like the connection between the two properties?
Our properties are adjacent. We have a fence separating us several hundred feet. We live in a subdivision, and his house is immediately outside of subdivision, but we share the same border.
And based upon that phone call from your landscaper, can you tell us what, if anything, you did?
The landscaper was concerned that somebody, most likely Keith, was burning leaves in the back of the barrel behind the house. And he was concerned that he was going to get fined by the township. He tried to reach him. He couldn't, and asked me to see if I can help. And so I made phone calls to Jen and Keith. Nobody responded. So I turned around because I was nearby and decided to see if I can see what's going on.
Okay. So you first referenced somebody named Keith, correct?
Yes.
And who's Keith?
Keith is Mr. Caneiro.
Okay. And Jennifer is who?
His wife.
Okay. And did you know them personally?
I did.
Okay. Now, you said, I believe you said you reached out, made phone calls to the two of them?
Yes.
Were you able to connect?
No.
Okay. Did you, at that point in time, did you respond anywhere specifically?
I'm sorry, can you clarify?
I'm sorry. After you couldn't reach Keith and after you couldn't reach Jen, did you go anywhere?
Yes, I went to their house.
Okay. Can you tell us what, if anything, or what your observations were when you got to the house?
There was nothing unusual in the front of the house. I just saw barely a little smoke coming from the back of the house. That's all I saw at that time.
When you got to the property, and that's 15 Willowbrook, is that accurate?
Correct.
Did you pull in the driveway? Where'd you park?
I pulled on the driveway right in front of the house.
Okay. Did you get out of your car?
I did.
And where did you specifically go?
I went to the left side of the house because the house was positioned in such a way there was a swimming pool behind it. And it was easier to walk on the left around the swimming pool to see what's happening behind the house.
And did you go to the back based upon what you were told by your landscaper?
Yes.
Okay. Once you went around the back, did you make any observations of any smoke or anything like that?
I did. I expected to see Keith in a big barrel of burning leaves. There was nobody there, and the smoke was coming not from the barrel, but coming from underneath the balcony, underneath the house.
Okay. Now, once you made that observation of the smoke, did you go anywhere else?
Yes, I went to the front of the house.
Okay. What happened when you went to the front of the house?
I opened the service entrance door.
When you say the service entrance door, can you describe for us where that is?
The house has main doors, and they usually were locked. When I brought my daughter to play, because Sophia and my daughter were playing quite a bit together, I would take my daughter through this service door, which was on the right of the main entrance, which was usually open.
Now, did you open that door?
I did.
Okay, what happened when you opened the door?
There was very thick clouds of smoke coming from the inside.
What did you do then?
I yelled to see if anybody was inside. Nobody responded. The clouds were so thick I couldn't even enter. So I went back to my car and called 911.
Okay. Now, once you called 911, did you stay near your car or did you go other places?
I was actually getting into the vehicle, and I have a truck, so I was getting up on the step, and as I turned, I saw a body in front of the house, in the bushes.
Were you, if you recall, were you on the phone with the 911 operator when you made that observation?
I was.
And based upon that observation, did you go anywhere?
I went closer to the body to see what it was, and I was with operator on the phone. And at that point, I described everything, was instructed to leave the location because of possibility of somebody still being on the property, and I did.
Now, the things that you just described about your observations of the body, did you describe those to the 911 operator?
I believe I described that I saw the body laying there, and that's what the extent of it.
Okay. And have you reviewed that 911 call prior to today?
Yes, I did.
And based upon your review of that, did you believe it accurately captured your phone call with 911 that morning, that day?
I do.
Let me approach.
Okay.
Doctor, I'm just going to show you what's been marked as S96 for identification. Do you see what that is?
It's a disc with a recording of 911 phone call, my name on it.
Okay. And again, you said that you reviewed that 911 call and that it was accurate?
Correct.
Judge, I just asked for permission to play the 911 call.
Any objection?
No.
You can.
Thank you, Judge.
Hello? Hi, I didn't hear your name or what you're reporting, sir. What are you reporting?
Okay, fire,
Where?
Willowbrook Lane,
Where?
Willowbrook Road,
What's the address?
Postnet.
Okay, what's the address?
I think it's 40, I don't know, I think it's 44 Willowbrook.
What's on fire?
This,
What,
Huh?
what is on fire?
the house.
Where do you see flames coming from?
I see the smoke from behind. I pulled out my neighbors from behind me. I opened the door, and there is a smoke's coming out, and there's a person laying down
Where are they laying down?
on
Can
the
you get over?
property
Can you get over
in
to
front
them?
of the house.
All right, get over
Yes,
to
I'm coming over.
Okay.
Oh my God, there's blood here. It's a corpse.
It's what?
It's dead.
What's dead?
Somebody is dead here.
Okay, sir, you need to get to a safe area. Hold on a second. Sir, are you getting into a safe area?
I'm leaving the property.
What is the house number?
I think,
Are you able to see it on your way?
let me get to the parking. Let me get to the, just 1 second. Just 1 second. It's, I'm sorry, it's 15.
Okay, it is number 15. Okay. Give me your name again, sir.
It's 15, get over there, and I see the body on the premises.
Yes, I told them. Just keep everybody away from that, okay? What is your name, sir?
All right.
What is your
My
name?
name is Boris Bolstein.
Can
My
you
name
spell-
is Boris Bolstein.
Can you spell it for me?
V-O-L.
Yeah.
Okay, V-O-L-S-H-T-E-Y-N. And I am at 2 Evergreen Lane.
Okay,
I'm right behind them.
all right, now what is Volstein your first name or last name?
Okay, Boris is my first name.
Boris, okay.
Bolstein is my
Okay.
last name.
Okay, what's your phone number? And what's your house number on Evergreen?
Okay, listen, I really don't have time. I'm sorry. I have time to get on the property. Please send somebody.
They're already en route.
Doctor, did that accurately capture the 911 call like you said that day?
It does.
Now, after making that 911 call, or actually after the end of the 911 call, where'd you go?
I parked my car across the street on the property, on the curb, and awaited the arrival of police and fire.
And did they ultimately respond to that location?
They did.
Did you have any other contact with any other neighbors around that time?
I think I had a contract with my neighbor, Kathy, whose house I parked in front, but it's been a while, so.
Okay. And where did Kathy live specifically in relation to 15 Willowbrook?
She is right across the street, 15 and 44 across the street from each other.
Just going to approach with S1C, slide 31, 131. Doctor, I'm just going to show you a photograph. It's S1C, slide 131. Do you recognize that photograph?
Yes,
And what does that show?
it shows the body laying on the grass.
Okay, is that essentially, does that look like what you discovered on November 20th, 2018 on the front yard of 15 Willowbrook?
Yes.
Could I just, briefly? Can I just have slide S1C 131 briefly? Doctor, is that the photograph that you just identified?
Yes.
Okay, and is that essentially or similar condition to the way you found the body that you described on the call?
Yes.
Okay, and just to be real clear, when you first encountered that body, did you specifically identify who it was?
No.
Okay, how come?
I thought I knew who it was, but I didn't know for sure.
Okay, you can take that down, thank you. Now, just lastly, once the police arrived on scene, did you have any contact with any police officers?
I think I spoke to somebody, but I don't remember who.
Do you recall whether or not you provided some of that information to the police officers?
I believe so.
And ultimately, did you see the police officers approach the body that you found on the lawn?
I did not see that.
Okay. No, I have no further questions.
Morning, Doctor. I want to clarify a couple of things that you mentioned. So originally, you mentioned during your testimony that you had initially assumed that Keith might be in his backyard burning leaves in a big barrel.
Yes.
Is that a big barrel that you had seen before?
There was a barrel behind the house next to the pool that I've seen, yes.
And is it something that you've seen him use before?
Yes, I know that sometimes he would burn the leaves in the barrel.
And you mentioned that your daughter was friends with Sophia, Keith's daughter.
Yes,
So you've been to the house before.
yes.
And were you familiar with Claudia?
No.
When you saw what we now know as Keith's body lying on the ground, did you also notice a cell phone there?
I did.
And you had tried to call Jennifer and Keith, or just Jennifer?
Both.
And obviously they didn't answer, right?
No.
So I'm just gonna approach you with a few photos. I'm gonna start with what's been marked as D1-320 and D1-321. Sir, do you recognize, showing you photographs of, would you agree this is 15 Willowbrook?
Yes.
Okay. And do you see your I'm just wondering, do you see your vehicle in these photos? The vehicle you were driving at the time?
I think this is my vehicle.
That one, okay. And does this
That's,
be the same one?
yes,
Okay. And that's a fair depiction of what your vehicle looked like at the time, right? This is actually from that day? Do you
Yes.
recognize the
yes.
responders? Okay. Permission to publish?
Okay.
So I'm going to start with D1-321. Sir, is that your vehicle that we see in the photograph?
I believe so.
And do you recognize the other person in that photo too? Is that your neighbor?
Possibly, I
Kathy?
can, it looks similar, but I cannot see the facial features.
Right, sure. Okay. Can I just ask you to circle your vehicle? There's and maybe just put like a BV for Boris Wilson. Perfect. Can we capture that? I'm going to show you.
D1-321.1.
Thank you. And I'm going to show you 1-320 as well. There's an undo button at the bottom right-hand corner.
On the right.
There you go. You just hold it down. So I'm showing you what's been marked as D1-320, and this is after a few responders arrived that day, correct?
Yes,
You can see the police vehicles, and then it looks like maybe an ambulance or an EMS truck.
correct.
Are you able to? Can you just circle your vehicle in this thank you, and put your initials as well? Can you capture that one?
This is D1-320.1.
So I'm going to approach you with a few more photographs. These are first, I'm going to show what's already been published to the jury. It's D1-301. Sir, do you recognize this photograph as 15 Willowbrook?
Yes,
And does this accurately depict what it looked like that day?
Yes,
Okay. Can you just circle the door that you were referencing when you mentioned that you went into, that you opened? Okay, that's the door that it was unlocked.
service door. Yeah,
It was
unlocked.
unlocked,
Correct.
but it wasn't opened, right?
No.
You had to open it?
Yes.
Okay. Can you also just put your initials there as well? And maybe just put a U for unlocked. Thank you.
Do we have a .1 on this? On 300, 301? Let's take a look.
So,
All right, 301.2.
just a few more photographs, sir. I'm gonna approach with what's been marked as D1-304, 1-307, -308, and -309. Sir, I'm showing you, first I'll show you D1-304. Do you recognize what's in that photograph?
That's Keith's house.
Okay, so that's 15 Willowbrook.
Correct.
And do you see your house in that photograph or no?
No.
Okay. And I'm going to show you what's been marked as D1-309. Do you recognize what's in that photograph?
That's the same house with 15 Willowbrook.
Okay, it's like an aerial view.
Correct.
And you don't see your house in that photograph, do you?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to show you D1-307. Can we agree that's another aerial shot of 15 Willowbrook?
Yes.
And do you see the area of your house in this photograph?
I do.
Okay. Is it on the left side here?
It's on the left side.
Okay. And finally, same thing with D1-308. Do you see, do you agree this is another aerial shot of 15 Willowbrook?
I do.
And do you see a portion of your property?
Yes, I can see.
Okay. Permission to publish?
Any objection?
No, Judge.
So we're gonna start with the first one, D1-304. And we've seen a similar photograph, but essentially we agree that this is 15 Willowbrook, correct?
Yes.
And this is a fair and accurate depiction of what it looked like when you were there on November 20th of 2018, correct?
Yes.
And I'm gonna show what's next been marked as D1-309. And sir, we agreed that this is also this is an aerial depiction of 15 Willowbrook, correct?
Yes.
And that we cannot see your property in this photo, right?
Correct.
But what we can see is this road that's sort of like diagonal across the bottom right corner of the screen, that's 15 Willowbrook. That's Willowbrook Road, correct?
That's the Willowbrook Road.
And then this is the driveway that we see leading up to that property, correct?
Correct.
Now I'm going to show what's been marked as D1-307. Okay. Now, sir, we also agreed that in this photograph we can see the 15 Willowbrook property. It's on the right portion of the photograph, correct?
Correct.
And you also noted that in this photograph you can see part of your property line, correct?
Correct.
Do you want to just like circle generally where your property was at the time? Maybe just put your initials as well. Thank you.
307.1.
And lastly, this is a very similar photo. It's 1-308. And this is the same thing, right? We see 15 Willowbrook, we see Willowbrook Road in the front, and then we see on the left portion your property, and then we see what's behind the property, correct?
Correct.
I'm asking you a little bit about, I'd like to talk a little bit about the area. At the time that this happened, you had lived there since 2014?
Correct.
Okay. Or is it fair to say that you're familiar with the immediate surrounding area?
Yes.
Okay. When you in the vicinity of 15 Willowbrook, right? I think, is it fair to say that if you pull out of Keith's driveway and you make a right, meaning going toward your house, right? And you drive for just a little bit, there's some bodies of like small creeks, some small bodies of water that you would pass over.
Yes.
Are you familiar with those?
Yes.
And one of them would be, it's actually the first one you pass it. It's like, it looks like it's right on Willowbrook down just a little bit. And looks like a little creek. It's actually called Willowbrook. Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
Okay, and so when you're driving over Willowbrook, like the actual brook of water, there's like a little bridge on the road, but it's essentially a one lane road each way, right?
Correct.
Okay. And if you drive down a little bit further than that, so going toward Long Bridge, going toward Laird Road, there's another little brook of water. It's called Hop Brook. Are you familiar with that?
I'm not familiar with it.
Not familiar with the name?
No.
Okay. Are you familiar with the fact that after you pass the first little Willowbrook, but before you get to Long Bridge Road, there is a second little small bridge with some water there? And if you can't remember, I could show you a photo to maybe refresh your recollection.
I don't remember Second Bridge.
So I'm going to approach with what's been marked as D1-323 and D1-324. I'm going to show you first D1-323. Is this what we were speaking about earlier, where we would pass over Willowbrook, the first little stream of water?
Perhaps I usually see the bridge that dives downwards and comes up. I don't remember this portion.
Okay.
Maybe I can pay attention.
How about this one? Only if you remember. Does this refresh your recollection as to whether you've passed over Hop Brook?
Yes, this I remember.
This one you remember?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a little bit further down Willowbrook Road going toward Long Bridge. There's what you were able to remind yourself from the photo. There's like a little bridge and there's water.
Correct.
And it's a one lane highway each way.
Yes.
Right? And then finally, after you turn right onto Long Bridge, right, there's Swimming River Reservoir. Does that sound familiar?
Yes.
And that's like a bigger body of water compared to what we just saw.
Yes.
Right? The Willowbrook and Hop Brook are like little sort of more like creek looking water. But once you make that right onto Long Bridge and go down a little bit, there's like a big body of water. It's a reservoir, correct?
Yes.
But when you drive over the reservoir, it's also one lane each way.
Yes.
And it looks similar to the photos we saw where there's just like maybe a small rail and you're very kind of close to that water. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay, like you'd be able to toss anything out that window.
Objection, Judge.
Sustained.
Also on Long Bridge Road, going toward Laird Road, can we agree that there's like some wooded areas?
Yes.
I know Colts Neck generally, there's a lot of like open space, but there's also a good amount of wooded areas. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And there's another lake nearby. It's called Marley Lake. Are you familiar with that lake?
I'm not.
Returning to the night that this happened, sounds like your first interaction, so to speak, with what happened was when you received the call from your landscaper and when you saw the smoke yourself.
Yes,
Okay, so were you home that night during the overnight hours?
yes,
And you didn't hear any gunshots?
I did not.
Was there anyone else home with you that night? Anyone else, any other family members?
My wife and my daughter.
Okay, and to your knowledge, they didn't wake
Objection,
you up?
Judge.
Sustained. Can't testify as to what other people.
The question was whether they woke you up that night for any reason.
No,
And in addition to not hearing any gunshots, you didn't hear anything else out of the ordinary? You didn't any screaming or yelling or loud struggles or anything like that?
no.
All right. So up until you got to the property yourself after you got the call, there was nothing out of the ordinary that you had seen prior to that?
No.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay, well, you didn't say anything.
I said thank you.
Any further?
No, Judge, thank you.
You can step down. Thank you.
Thank you.
You sure can. Come over and take a seat.
Señor, usted puede tomar asiento ahí en la silla. The interpreters are going to need to request if we could maybe get a chair because we need to stay close to each other when
Sure.
we interpret. I don't know if there's any place we could find a chair.
You can have mine.
I don't need to do that. That seems a little unnecessary.
Need two, is that?
We just need one.
One? I'll
We
take this
normally
one.
have an active and a passive interpreter, and the passive one will sit in the chair.
Wherever you need it.
Thank you so much.
Can you please stand? Put your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand.
Mano izquierda en la Biblia, levantándose la mano derecha.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Sí. Yes.
Can you state your full name for the record and spell your last name, please?
Por favor, diga su nombre completo para las actas y luego hay que deletrear el apellido.
Giselle Restrepo,
Giselle Restrepo,
R-E-S-T-R-E-P-O.
R-E-S-T-R-E-P-O.
Please, you can be seated and get yourself comfortable.
Y puede ponerse cómodo. También le voy a pedir. The interpreter is just going to ask the witness to put these headphones on. Escucharme mejor si están así. ¿Me escuchan así? Si me dejan para entenderme al momento que le pongo así. The interpreter just asked the witness to let her know if she is unable to hear or understand her at any time.
And I would just ask for you to keep your voice up so everyone can hear you.
Que hable en voz alta para que todo el mundo la pueda escuchar, ¿sí?
You have to speak a response.
Cada respuesta tiene que ser verbal. Okay.
Can you move a little forward? There's a microphone closer to you that will pick you up.
La pantalla porque va a haber un micrófono que pueda agarrar su sonido.
Thank you. Prosecutor.
Thank you, Judge.
Está, gracias.
Good morning, Mr. Restrepo.
Buenos días, señora Restrepo.
Buenos días.
Good morning.
Mr. Restrepo, I want to take you back to the time frame of around November of 2018. Do you remember that time?
Señora Restrepo, quiero que usted se fije mentalmente un poco atrás en el tiempo, al periodo de tiempo en noviembre de 2018. ¿Se acuerda de ese tiempo?
Sí.
Yes.
Now, back in that time frame, did you know someone by the name of Paul Caneiro?
En ese entonces usted conocía a una persona con el nombre de Paul Caneiro.
Sí.
Yes.
Now, would it be fair to say that you and Paul Caneiro had a friendship?
¿Y sería justo decir que usted y Paul Caneiro tenían una amistad?
Sí.
Yes.
Now, do you recall where you first met Mr. Caneiro?
¿Usted se acuerda de dónde es que usted conoció por primera vez al señor Caneiro?
En un restaurante en Asbury Park.
At a restaurant in Ashbury Park.
Now, I want to ask you if you recall the last time you actually were physically with Mr. Caneiro at a restaurant.
Quiero pedirle a usted que se acuerde de la última vez que usted estuvo físicamente en un restaurante con el señor Paul Caneiro.
Okay.
Okay.
When was the last time you shared a meal with Mr. Caneiro?
¿Cuándo fue la última vez que usted compartió una comida con el señor Paul Caneiro?
Para un cumpleaños de mi hija.
It was for a birthday of my daughter's.
Now, for purposes of context, at some point on November 20th of 2018, were you made aware of a fire at Mr. Caneiro's home, Paul Caneiro's?
Para dar contexto, en algún momento del 20 de enero del 2018, usted supo de un incendio en la casa de Paul Caneiro?
Sí.
Yes.
Now, approximately how many days earlier from that fire did you have dinner for your daughter's birthday?
Aproximadamente cuántos días antes del día de ese incendio fue cuando usted compartió la cena con Paul en el cumpleaños de su hija?
2, 3 días antes.
It was 2 or 3 days before.
Okay. Now, the night before the fire at Paul Caneiro's house, did you communicate with him at all on the phone or through any sort of messaging?
La noche antes del incendio en la casa de Paul Caneiro, ¿usted estuvo en comunicación con él por teléfono, por mensajes de algún tipo?
No que me acuerdo. No me recuerdo.
Not as far as I recall. I don't remember that.
Okay. Now, on the morning of November 20th of 2018, how did you learn about the fire at Paul Caneiro's house?
En la mañana del 20 de noviembre del 2018, ¿cómo es que usted se enteró del incendio en la casa de Paul Caneiro?
Él me mandó un texto bien corto dejándome saber que había un incendio en la casa de él.
They sent me a very short text letting me know that there was a fire at his house.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you about your friendship with Mr. Caneiro. Were there any points in time during that friendship that you and Mr. Caneiro went anywhere, like vacation-wise?
Le quiero preguntar sobre su amistad con el señor Paul Caneiro. ¿En algún momento durante esa amistad hubo un momento cuando ustedes salieron a algún lado juntos, como de vacaciones, algo así?
Sí.
Yes.
Where do you recall going?
Según sus recuerdos, ¿a dónde fueron?
Fuimos a Colombia.
We went to Colombia.
How many times did you go to Colombia?
¿Cuántas veces fueron a Colombia?
2 veces fuimos a Colombia.
2 times we went to Colombia.
Can I ask you who paid for the trips to Colombia?
Le puedo preguntar, ¿quién pagó los viajes a Colombia?
Él pagó los viajes a Colombia.
He paid the trips to Colombia.
Now, do you recall where you lived back in November 2018?
¿Usted se acuerda de dónde vivía el 20 de noviembre de 2018?
Ocean Township.
Ocean Township.
Recall if you lived, did you live in a house or an apartment or something else?
¿Usted vivía en una casa, un apartamento o algo más?
Apartamento.
An apartment.
Do you remember the name of the apartment complex?
¿Usted se acuerda del nombre del apartamento?
Twinbrook.
What?
Twinbrook.
Twinbrook.
Twinbrook Apartments?
Los departamentos Twinbrook.
Sí.
Yes.
Do you remember, Mr. Restrepo, what your rent was there back in 2018?
¿Usted se acuerda, señora Restrepo, de cuánto pagaba en alquiler en el 2018?
Como 1,300.
It was like 1,300.
Was there ever a time when Mr. Caneiro paid that rent or helped you with that rent?
¿Hubo un momento cuando el señor Caneiro le pagó ese alquiler o le ayudaba a pagar ese alquiler?
No.
No.
Now, during the course of that friendship, was there ever a time when Mr. Caneiro helped your children or you or your children with any expenses?
Durante el transcurso de su amistad, ¿hubo algún momento cuando el señor Caneiro le ayudó a sus hijos o le ayudó a usted a pagar los gastos de sus hijos?
No.
No.
Was your daughter applying to colleges back in 2018?
¿Su hija estaba aplicando a universidades en el 2018?
Sí.
Yes.
Did Mr. Caneiro ever provide any assistance with application fees?
¿El señor Caneiro en algún momento proporcionó asistencia o ayuda con los pagos de las aplicaciones o solicitudes?
Él le regaló el dinero para aplicar a los colegios.
He gifted her the money to apply for the colleges.
Now, was there a point in time, I believe in approximately 2018, when you got a new car?
Aproximadamente en el 2018, cuando usted consiguió un nuevo carro.
Sí.
Yes.
Do you recall what kind of car it was?
¿Se acuerda de qué tipo de carro era?
Sí.
Yes.
What kind of car was it?
¿Qué tipo de carro era?
Audi.
It was an Audi.
Do you remember approximately what the monthly payment was for the Audi?
¿Se acuerda de aproximadamente cuánto era el pago mensual del Audi?
No hice pagos de carro.
I did not make car payments.
Who made the car payments?
¿Quién pagaba los pagos cada mes?
Paul.
Paul.
Now, was there ever a point in time in 2018 when Paul talked to you about any financial difficulty that he was having?
¿Hubo algún momento en el 2018 cuando Paul habló con usted sobre alguna dificultad financiera que él estuviera experimentando?
No, nunca.
No, never.
Did Mr. Caneiro, did he ever reference the IRS?
Señor Caneiro, ¿en algún momento hizo referencia al IRS?
No, nunca.
No, never.
Was there ever a time when Mr. Caneiro used one of your credit cards?
Hubo un momento cuando el señor Caneiro utilizó una de sus tarjetas de crédito de usted?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you recall which credit card that was?
¿Se acuerda usted de cuál tarjeta que era?
una de Macy's.
It was Macy's.
Do you remember how much money was spent on your credit card by Mr. Caneiro?
¿Usted se acuerda de cuánto dinero fue que el señor Caneiro gastó en su tarjeta de crédito? ¿Usted?
No,
No.
Do you recall if he reimbursed you for the amount of spending that he did on your credit card?
¿Usted se acuerda de que si el señor Caneiro le reembolsó a usted por el dinero que él gastó en su tarjeta de usted?
no, yo la pagué.
No, I hate it.
Now, I want to ask you about whether or not you ever observed Mr. Caneiro and guns that he owned.
Quiero preguntarle sobre si usted en algún momento observó al señor Caneiro con armas de fuego que eran en posesión de él.
Sí,
Yes.
Where did you see these guns?
¿Dónde es que usted vio esas armas de fuego?
él tenía una.
He had one.
Did he have one gun or more than one gun? If you know.
Si es que usted lo sabe, él tenía uno o más que una arma de fuego.
Yo creo que más.
I think more than one.
Did you ever shoot a gun with Mr. Caneiro?
¿Usted alguna vez disparó un arma de fuego con el señor Caneiro?
Sí,
Yes.
And where was that?
¿Y dónde ocurrió eso?
lugar donde va uno a practicar.
It was like a place where one goes to practice.
Like a shooting range? Would that be accurate?
Sería como una pista de práctica de armas de fuego, lo que decimos en inglés, shooting range.
Sí,
Yes.
Did you do that once or more than once?
¿Ustedes hicieron eso una vez o más que una vez?
una vez.
One time.
Now, you talked about going to Colombia twice with Mr. Caneiro. Did you ever go anywhere else in the United States with Mr. Caneiro?
Usted mencionó ir 2 veces a Colombia con el señor Caneiro. ¿Usted alguna vez fue a otro lugar dentro de Estados Unidos con el señor Caneiro?
Sí,
Yes.
Where did you go?
¿A dónde?
Carolina del Norte, Las Vegas, Boston,
North
Nueva
Carolina.
York. Yeah.
North Carolina, Las Vegas, Boston, New York. Yeah.
Who paid for those trips?
¿Quién pagó esos viajes?
Él.
He did.
Now, Ms. Restrepo, you talked about Paul Caneiro. Do you see that individual in court today?
Señora Restrepo, usted ha hablado sobre Paul Caneiro. ¿Usted ve a esta persona, la misma persona aquí presente hoy?
Sí.
Yes.
Could you point him out for us?
¿Usted nos puede indicar quién es?
Identifies the defendant.
Ella ha identificado al acusado.
Well, the state has no further questions.
El Estado no tiene más preguntas en este momento. The interpreters will briefly switch.
Thank you.
Ross?
Buenos días, señora Restrepo. Buenos días. Good morning.
I just have a few questions.
Solo le voy a hacer unas preguntas.
So, other than the trips that were mentioned, the car, and the college application fees, fair to say that you supported yourself?
Aparte de los viajes que mencionó, el carro, las tarifas para presentar la solicitud de una universidad,
¿Es justo decir que usted sola se mantenía?
100%.
100%.
And you mentioned that you paid your own rent, correct?
Y mencionó que usted pagaba su propio alquiler, ¿correcto?
Correcto.
Correct.
Was there one time when Mr. Caneiro helped you with your rent, but then you paid him back?
¿Hubo alguna ocasión donde el señor Caneiro le pagó el alquiler, pero luego usted se lo pagó de vuelta?
Correcto.
Correct.
And Colombia, that's where you're from.
¿Y usted es de Colombia?
Soy colombiana.
I'm Colombian.
So when you went to Colombia, you were visiting family?
Entonces, cuando fue a Colombia, ¿estaba visitando a la familia?
Sí.
Yes.
And the prosecutor said, asked you to agree that you and Paul were friends. Is it fair to say best friends?
Y el fiscal le preguntó, le pidió si estaba usted de acuerdo con que usted y Paul eran amigos, pero ¿es justo decir que eran mejor amigos?
Sí.
Yes.
And during the time that you knew Paul, was he always very nice and supportive of you?
Y por el tiempo que conocía a Paul, él siempre le fue amable, cariñoso.
Sí.
Yes.
He was there for you as a friend.
La apoyaba como amigos.
Todo el tiempo.
All the time.
And he helped with tutor you with your English as well?
Y también le ayudaba, le enseñaba el inglés.
Fue una parte muy importante para que yo mejorara y practicara.
He was a very important part for me to improve and practice.
And would you agree that Mr. Caneiro, would you describe him as very smart?
¿Y está de acuerdo o describiría al señor Caneiro como alguien muy inteligente?
Él es muy inteligente.
He is very smart.
And since you knew Paul well, are you familiar with the fact that Paul was very close with his brother Keith?
Y entonces, como conocía tanto a Paul, ¿usted sabía que él era muy cercano a su hermano Keith?
Eran cercanos.
They were close.
And was Paul close with Keith's family as well, like the kids, Jesse and Sophia?
Y Paul también era apegado a los hijos de Keith, Justy y Sofía.
Sí.
Yes.
To your knowledge, did they spend a lot of holidays together?
A lo que usted sabe, ellos pasaron los días feriados juntos.
Sí.
Yes.
And did Paul speak very highly of Keith?
Y Paul hablaba bien sobre Keith.
Siempre.
Always.
And to this, you don't have any bad things to say about Paul, right?
Usted no tiene nada malo que decir de Paul, ¿verdad?
No.
No.
And lastly, the prosecutor asked you about Paul owning multiple guns.
Y por último, el fiscal le había preguntado sobre Paul teniendo varias armas de fuego.
Was that normal to you?
¿Eso le parecía normal?
Sí.
Yes.
And was it ever anything abnormal or unusual?
¿Era alguna vez algo inusual o fuera de lo normal?
No.
No.
Is it fair to say that Paul owned guns, liked guns, and you didn't really think much of it?
Entonces es justo decir que Paul poseía de armas de fuego, le gustaban las armas de fuego y usted no pensó más allá de eso.
Pienso que era un hobby.
I think it was a hobby.
Thank you. No more questions.
You're right.
Mr. Restrepo, did you ever meet Keith Caneiro?
Señora Restrepo, ¿usted conoció alguna vez a Keith Caneiro?
Nunca.
Never.
Did you ever see Paul Caneiro and Keith Caneiro interact then?
Entonces, ¿alguna vez vio a Paul Caneiro y Keith Caneiro interactuar?
Solamente cuando estábamos juntos y habían llamadas.
Only when we were together and there were phone calls.
No further.
Recross.
You never met Keith, but Paul talked about Keith.
Objection, Judge. Seriously.
There's no statement.
Just
I'll have this question.
¿Cuál fue la pregunta?
What was the question?
even though you never met Keith, Paul did talk about Keith, right?
Aunque usted nunca conoció a Keith, Paul hablaba de Keith, ¿verdad?
Por supuesto.
Of course. Gracias.
You can step down. Thank you very much to the interpreters. We very much appreciate your time.
Got it.
All right. State can call our next witness.
State calls Carmelo Lamarca.
Come on up, sir. Just watch your step as you come up. Once you're up there, if you put your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Can you state your full name for the record and spell your last name, please?
Carmelo Lamarca, Lamarca.
All right. Sir, just make sure you speak up loud enough so juror numbers 15 and 16 can hear you in the back, okay?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Prosecutor?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Lamarca, can you tell us what you do for a living?
I'm in real estate.
Okay. Now, do you serve your community in any other capacity?
Yes, I'm a volunteer firefighter.
Okay. Where are you a volunteer firefighter?
Adelphia, Atwell Township, Fire District 2.
Okay. And approximately how long have you been doing that?
About 10 years.
Now, I want to draw your attention to November 20th, 2018 in the early afternoon hours. Do you recall that date?
Yes.
How do you remember it?
I was working from home. Remember, it was a clear day. I wasn't particularly busy. We had a group chat amongst our firefighters that there was a call in Colts Neck, potential residential fire. So I kind of stayed near the door with my keys ready.
And at some point thereafter, was there any confirmation of that structure fire?
Yes, we were dispatched to Colts Neck for mutual aid for a confirmed structure fire with entrapment.
Now, just so we all understand, you talked about mutual aid.
Yes.
Can you tell us what that means?
Colts Neck had originally called us for the RIT team, which is a rapid intervention team. It's a team that has specialized training to rescue downed firefighters. But ultimately, when we got there, we found out that we were going to work and we were not on standby as a RIT team.
Okay. So were you a member of that RIT team?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And, okay, so you said the call was structure fire with possible entrapment. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Based upon the call, where do you go?
I responded to the firehouse.
Okay. Where's the firehouse generally located?
That firehouse is 925 Adelphia Road, Freehold.
And once you got there, what happened?
Once I got there, I put my gear on, got on the rescue apparatus, and responded with the rest of the crew.
What's the rescue apparatus? Can you tell us what that is?
The rescue apparatus has tools and equipment specifically for search and rescue, car accidents and incidents of that nature.
And you said, I think you said the rest of the crew. Approximately how many people did you respond with, if you recall?
We were 6 firefighters and a chauffeur, driver.
Okay. And approximately, do you remember approximately what time the call came in and you responded to the firehouse?
Sometime between 12:30 and 1 o'clock, I believe.
Now, just going to ask permission to approach.
You can.
Mr. Lamarck, I'm just going to show you what's been marked as S106 for identification. Do you recognize what this is?
Yes, looks like a report.
Okay, we
Now
got,
speak up, sir.
Yes, it looks like an incident report.
okay, and it's an incident report for who?
Or it looks like an in-first report.
Okay. And does this concern your firehouse?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And is it authored or is there a name on it?
My chief at the time, yes.
Okay. Now, based upon your review of this, is there a section which talks about dates and times?
Yes. Yes. Would you like me to?
No, I'm going to ask you a question in a second, but does it indicate the call location or street address for that call?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Now, would that be for 15 Willowbrook Road?
Yes.
And would that report then concern to the incident that you're here to talk about?
Yes.
And you said there's a portion of that report that says dates and times, correct?
Yes.
Can you look at those dates and times? And then I'll ask you a question.
Yes.
Did you read that to review it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, based upon that, does that refresh your recollection as to like the alarm time and potentially the arrival time at Cold Snack?
Yes.
Okay. What was the alarm time?
12:41 p.m.
And what was the arrival time?
12:55 p.m.
Okay. And that 12:55 p.m., would that represent arrival at 15 Willowbrook in Cold Snack? Okay. So when you get to 15 Willowbrook, it's you and the 7 or 8 total guys?
7, yes.
Okay, 7 total guys. And that rescue apparatus, is that like a fire truck?
Yes.
Okay. And when you got to Colts Neck, did you see police cars?
I did see some police cars. I don't recall exactly where they were located, but I remember seeing.
Sure, but was there a police presence at the scene when you got there?
Yes, there was.
And was there any fire presence at the scene, if you recall?
Yes, there was.
Can you describe that? Like how many, who, if you remember?
Fire apparatus.
Yes.
I remember seeing Earl Naval Weapons Station. They had their ladder truck parked in the driveway up near the house. I don't recall any other fire apparatus at the time when we got out of the truck and we walked up to the house.
Were you and your crew, were you one of the early fire responders at that scene?
Yes.
Now, when you get there, do you make any observation of smoke or fire?
Yes, there was a heavy smoke condition.
Did you see flames upon your initial arrival?
I don't recall specifically whether or not I saw flames, but I do recall a very heavy smoke condition.
Was it a large residence or a small residence?
It was a large residence.
Now, when you got to the fire scene that day, how do you decide, or how does someone decide where you're going to go, what you're going to do? Can you tell us?
It was decided per command that my chief was going to assume control of operations for the scene. So my assignments were going to be given, my crew's assignments were given directly from my chief.
Now, if you're a Howell Fire Department and you're going to Colts Neck for mutual aid, why was your chief at that point in time in charge of operations?
To be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure how those roles and responsibilities were doled out.
Okay.
I can tell you that my chief was assigned operations, and I was taking assignments directly from my chief at the scene.
Okay, so based upon commands from your chief at the scene, what's the first thing you did at that fire scene?
My crew's assignment was to make entry from the alpha side, the A side of the building, and to conduct the left-hand search.
I'm going to show you just briefly. I'm going to approach with S1C, slide 9. Yeah. Mark, I'm just showing you what's been marked as S1C, slide 9. Do you recognize generally what that picture shows?
This is a picture from the Alpha Bravo corner of the residence.
Okay. Now, when you talk about Alpha Bravo, can you just explain what that means?
So if you're looking at the house from the driveway, the Alpha is going to be where the front door is. The left side is going to be the Bravo. Back of the house is the Charlie. Right side is the Delta.
Okay. So A is the front of the house, then you work around clockwise?
Yes, that's correct.
B, C, D, correct. Okay. So you reference which corner?
The Alpha Bravo corner.
Okay. Just one of them. Before I keep that way, one quick question. On slide 9. Where did you enter, you and your crew, where did you enter on that date?
From the door here on the Alpha side.
You gotta speak up, sir.
From the front door on the Alpha side that leads directly from the driveway.
Could I, permission to publish?
No.
Okay. Could I have S1C, slide 9? Sir, you have that photograph in front of you on the screen?
Yes.
Okay, and could you possibly just hit this and just put a little box around where you entered? Can we preserve that, please? Thank you.
That's slide 9.1.
Now, Mr. LaMarca, can you tell us, like, what you encountered when you first went through that door?
As soon as we got through the door, there was zero visibility, blackout conditions because of the smoke. So we were essentially operating by touch.
Okay. Is that something that are you trained for that situation?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you do once you walk in, there's not a lot of visibility? How do you get to where you want to go?
We conducted a left-hand search, so you're essentially keeping your left hand with contact at all times to the wall, just to keep yourself oriented, and using your other hand, foot, tool, reach out as far as you can to feel for any potential victims as you move through the left-hand search.
Now, based on what you just said, when you get there, do you get briefed on information that others have prior to your arrival?
I don't recall us being relayed very much information at all. We were pretty much just given our assignment, there was maybe 2, 3, or 4 firefighters from Earl that had made entry prior to us arriving there.
Okay.
I'm not sure where they searched, where they went. Ultimately, I believe, if I recall correctly, they had to bail out of a window at some point, but I don't have any confirmation of that. They made it to the second floor
Now, when you entered that front door of 15 Willowbrook, were you looking to find people?
Yes, we were told that there was confirmed entrapment, potentially four victims and also potentially a nanny.
Okay. So you go in, you said you wanted to stay towards the left, correct?
Yes,
Would that be the front of the home, the A side?
yes.
Okay. Where did you go?
As soon as we went in, began the left-hand search, we were met with a set of stairs. We climbed those stairs, and shortly after reaching the landing of the stairs, we came in contact with the victim.
How did you come in contact with the victim? I mean, as far as visibility goes.
I felt her.
Were you with anyone else at that point in time, like right in front of you?
Yes, there were two firefighters that had made their way up past me onto the second floor, and there were another 3 behind me.
Was the visibility still extremely compromised on that landing area?
Yes.
Based upon the identification potentially of an individual, what if anything did you and other firefighters do?
After it was determined that it was in fact the victim, I turned to the firefighter that was just below me on the stairs, and I told him that we're going to be taking them out. I grabbed the legs, and he grabbed her arms, and we carried her out.
Where did you take her?
Just by the garage doors.
In front of the house?
Yes.
After you did that, did you ultimately continue with efforts to find other individuals and or fire?
Yes, we were instructed to place her down in the driveway and then to go back in and continue our search.
Just briefly, so I don't miss it. Sorry, but when you encountered the body on the landing, can you describe directionally where her body was?
So she was towards the wall in the corner. Her feet were facing out towards going down the stairs, and her head was facing towards the wall of the landing, heading up the stairs.
When you ultimately took her outside and put her down on the ground, were there any signs of life at that point?
I wasn't able to determine, but it didn't. Once we were outside of the smoke, and I was able to see, it did not appear to be.
Just to be clear, was it an adult female or a young female?
A young female.
At points in time, did you remain at the scene for several hours?
Yes, we did.
And did you and your colleagues, did you continue to fight the fire?
Yes, we did.
And was there a point in time later that day that the fire was actually extinguished?
By the time that we had left, I don't believe so. There were still crews operating when we had left.
Okay. And do you recall approximately what time you left?
I believe it was around 8 o'clock.
Okay. Your Honor, I have nothing further.
Cross.
I don't have any questions. Thank you.
All right. Sir, you can step down.